just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, my skirt right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. Whole squad.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Break. 50, Mike, 50. Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 99, check 99. Hey, let's go.
On first down, McIntosh. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. McIntosh. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, McIntosh. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
132 fighter.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntosh, flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
You got nothing. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double, insane. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, we got 3 down. What?
Now Eckler. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Eckler. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now here's Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quick.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler, 70 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, red way. Alert 3. Alert 3. Watch safety creep. 15. Safety's creeping. Check 52. Check your hot read. Watch out.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Yellow. Check 43. Shit.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And now off to to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken in at the 1. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
The handoff, it's Eckler. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep and an alley to run. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check pass. Check pass. There you go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Motion, watch it. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down, McIntosh. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 14, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. McIntosh over the middle, complete. It's Lopez. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, McIntosh eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. McIntosh looking left side, and it's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's Eckler again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Yellow, on the blue 80. Hey, 57, 57.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Echo. Mike.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Ready? Again, it's Kamara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 52. Hey, come on, X3, 218. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll have another first down and more. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, 37 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, baby. Receiving team.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A gain of 14. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Yellow, yellow.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
46, boys, 46. 46 a month. Tighten up, tighten up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 30. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
46 to Mike.
To throw is Mahomes, forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Mike.
Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yellow. There's a lot, Hey, watch the slant.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.